I am here in Houston today working with my client, Dr. Miyako. She is a functional medicine physician and she is launching her new show, and we are collaborating together to make her vision come to life. So today we are at For the One Studio. It's based in the Houston area. I highly recommend the studio. The team is fantastic. They have great quality studios, as well as a production team. So whether you collaborate with us or want to create a show on your own and you're based in the Houston area, I highly recommend this space. What I want to do is I'm going to take you to work with me today. So not only am I going to show you behind the scenes on how I work with my clients, I am also going to give you a tour of this beautiful space, so you can kind of take a look behind the curtain. So let's get started. This is the waiting area, completely warm and inviting. I came a little bit early so I can set up and also show you behind the scenes. So this is where I kind of put my stuff for now. You definitely have a restroom available for you to use. That is nice and clean in here. This is one of their studios. I actually use this studio for my podcast. This is how they have it set up right now, but you can have your podcast set up and studio set up however you like. So for my podcast, I had like a desk in the middle here, and I had two chairs on the side with 3 camera angle. But it looks like right now they just kind of have it set up like a little cozy little living room. Let's go in here. So this is the dressing room. So you have a full length mirror here. You also have a clothes rack for you to hang all of your things if you need. This looks like all of their different equipment. This is their dressing rooms here. So you have mirrors, lighted mirror, makeup table, everything you need here. So this is another studio for you to leverage. So this is a large white space. So I can imagine that you can literally do whatever you want in this room. And I'm gonna show you exactly where we are gonna be filming, but they are finishing setting up right now, so I don't wanna interrupt. But while we're waiting, let me share exactly how I'm currently working with my clients. I primarily work with physicians in the Physician Podcast Concierge Program, which is a done-for-you full service, including, strategic planning, scripting, guest logistics, production, filming, which is production, editing, and distribution. I have over 15 years of experience in sales and marketing in the medical industry, and so I'm very, very familiar with the space. However, I personally left my own career to launch my own consulting practice that focused on helping healthcare visionaries transition into purpose-driven careers and businesses. I don't know if you're aware, but 1 in 4 physicians are actually planning to leave the traditional healthcare system to go and open up their own endeavors. And what I realized through my own strategic work is that visibility is a bottleneck, right? So we know that podcasting has been a thing for years and creating content has been a thing for years. But unfortunately, with healthcare, a lot of the voices that we hear are not from the clinicians specifically, but from the corporations. And I used to work on that side, so I'm completely aware of it. So through that experience, I realized that this type of service is going to be so beneficial to the transition. All right, so let's just see. I don't know. Do we like it or no? I like it. I think it does. It adds something.
I really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like simple too. I like it. It's giving, and I like how it pops out.
It pops out too.
I love it.
It's at each shot.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yes. And then you're going to have one actual track for the live switching, like full episode,
Yeah.
right?
So
and then one track for the introduction. Yeah. I feel like I was less nervous when I was the host and was.
Yeah. Because it's like everything's planned out.
Yeah.
In this case, it's like, you gotta make sure it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. So, whenever you're ready, I can go bring them up.
Yeah.
You ready?
Ready now?
Okay. Dr. Miyako and Dr. Ronald, we are ready for you. All right. Here's your set. Dr. Miyako, you're going to be on this side. just wrapped on the first episode, which went really well. Luckily, Dr. Miyako is used to being on camera, so we had no issues there. Obviously, I'm gonna have clients who are not used to being on camera, you know, maybe need to gain a little bit more confidence in their public speaking, especially with physicians who are not, they're used to speaking to their patients, but maybe not used to being, you know, in front of a camera all day. So one of the things we do work together on is really kind of building that confidence and really making them just 1% better each time they do an episode.
I ain't at war with myself, I just caught a truce. I pray to God to keep the peace, I still let it loose. Pasadena, California, thought you knew. Right at the top of Los Robles, what it do? Station wagon, turn the caddy tire, spin off.
So I had a debrief with Dr. Miyako. One of the things I talked to her about was, you know, to improve the flow of the conversation rather than just kind of making sure you're getting through all of your questions and you're making sure you're ending on time. Just to allow yourself to have an organic conversation. If you don't get through all the questions, that's completely okay. And then one of the things we implemented was just remembering to ask a follow-up question to keep her present in the conversation. All right, so we just wrapped on the last episode, but before we go, I want to kind of just give you guys a tour of how we set everything up, and I'm going to allow the production team to show us that. We were just talking in the back, and it's like, production is so intricate. There's so many different moving parts to it, so it's really important to have a great team. So I'm gonna walk around and kind of show you exactly how they set everything up so that we can capture all of these different angles and lighting for our setup. Okay, because she's not wearing a mic, I'm gonna go ahead and take over. This is Africa, our wonderful production assistant for today. We also had the pleasure of working with Yelly, our director of photography and production. So what she's describing here is our first camera setup pointing directly at the host, who's going to be sitting on the right side of our sets. The next camera is pointing directly at the host and guest for a nice wide angle shot. She's also speaking to the nice lighting that's projecting off both of the guest and the host. Now each person has their own camera, so our third camera setup is pointing directly at the guest. Now this is great for variety, different angles, not only for the final video interview, but also for clips in our post-production. Now this is a nice shot showing the clean shot, but we also have the ability, as you saw earlier in the video, to monitor the interview in the back on additional screens. There you saw the timer and as well as air conditioning, which is uncommon on a professional shoot, but Yelly was gracious enough to clean up the noise so that everyone didn't overheat. So all in all, I was really impressed with the production, very happy with the project. My client was very happy. She was very impressed with the organization, and even some of her guests emailed and reached out to us and really was impressed with the professionalism of the day. So super excited to share this with you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming to work with me, and I look forward to sharing more with you in the future. I'll see you next time.